Ed Henry. It's my privilege to be broadcasting from Fox News Channel's global headquarters here in New York to unveil a new show. Saturday and Sunday, noon Eastern, a simple mission. Bring you the news. Tell it straight. Hear from all voices. Something like we report, you decide. You may have heard of that. And it's needed now more than ever when we have so many developments from all around the world, all across America, heading into what we like to call Democracy 2020. In fact, we'll hear live from a Democratic presidential candidate in just a few moments. But first, at this hour, we are monitoring two big live events. Germany marking the 30th anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall. Who can forget the triumphant words of the late President Ronald Reagan, the former commander-in-chief, telling the Soviet leader Gorbachev to, quote, tear down this wall. A stirring, rallying cry that inspired the free world, eventually leading to America's victory, of course, over communism. We will explore the Gipper's legacy with one of his former aides shortly. Meanwhile, the current occupant of the White House, President Trump, will head to Alabama this hour after last night marked the third anniversary of his historic presidential win. But today he is facing perhaps the biggest threat to his presidency in the form of impeachment hearings that kick off Wednesday. If the president weighs in with reporters in a few minutes, we will, of course, go to the White House live. This as we get our first look at the list of names that Republicans want to testify in those public hearings this week. Hunter Biden, the whistleblower who led to this whole situation, chief among the witnesses they want to hear from. We have this story covered from all angles. Former Assistant Watergate Prosecutor John Sale will join us for legal analysis in a moment. A political panel standing by for the stakes for the president. But first, let's go to Lucas Tomlinson, our correspondent in Washington. He has more on that list of Republican witnesses. Good afternoon, Lucas.
Good afternoon, Ed, and congratulations on your new show. As you mentioned, the former vice president's son, Hunter, the frontrunner of names that Republicans are calling a wish list of witnesses they want to see testify in the open when those public hearings begin on